Imagine if every choice you made today could either pave your path to success or send you spiraling toward disaster. What if I told you that your life could turn upside down in the blink of an eye? Picture this. A small stone on your path causes you to trip and fall, changing your destiny forever. How can we avoid such pitfalls? Today, we're going to explore together the quickest ways to completely ruin your life. By understanding these pathways, we aim to avoid them. Join me as we discover how to do this in the fastest way possible, with the hope that you'll steer clear of these traps. Imagine winning big. It's a dream for many. But what starts as fun at the casino or online betting can spiral into a nightmare. Gambling addiction and accruing massive debt can lead to financial ruin, loss of property, broken families, and even homelessness. The lure of quick money can quickly turn into a life-altering crisis. It begins often enough as harmless fun. Maybe a few bets here and there on sports, a couple of slot spins, or some friendly poker games. But what happens when the stakes get higher and the bets become a daily necessity rather than occasional entertainment? Gambling can quickly evolve from a casual pastime to an uncontrollable urge. As the addiction takes hold, the financial stakes increase. Individuals find themselves chasing losses, betting more to recoup previous losses, which often leads only to deeper debt. This cycle can be relentless. The debts begin to pile up. Credit cards maxed out, loans taken against homes, savings depleted. The financial strain isn't just numbers on a bank statement. It becomes a living nightmare. Stress builds, affecting mental and physical health. Relationships strain or break under the pressure, and job performance may suffer, potentially leading to job loss. Consider the story of John, a once successful accountant. John started playing blackjack for fun, but it soon consumed his life. His attempts to win big and pay off earlier losses only buried him deeper in debt. Eventually, he faced foreclosure on his home and his marriage collapsed. Recovery for John involved not only quitting gambling, but also extensive financial and psychological counseling. Preventing such a downfall involves recognizing the early signs of gambling addiction and seeking help before it's too late. There are many resources available, from counseling services to financial advice centers, which specialize in helping individuals regain control over their finances and lives. For those already caught in the depths of this crisis, it's crucial to reach out for help. Recovery is tough, but with the right support, it is possible. When the thrill of the forbidden turns illegal, the consequences can be severe and life-altering. Breaking the law might offer an immediate rush or a seemingly easy solution to financial or personal issues, but the long-term cost is extraordinarily high. Here's what happens when legal lines are crossed. Immediate consequences of criminal activities. Engaging in illegal activities like theft, fraud, driving under the influence, or drug offenses can lead to immediate arrest. Once you're in the criminal justice system, you face not only the possibility of jail time, but also substantial fines and legal fees that can cripple your financial stability. Long-term impact. The repercussions extend far beyond the legal penalties. A criminal record can haunt you for the rest of your life. It can limit job opportunities, restrict your ability to travel abroad, and even affect your chances of renting a home. For professions requiring licenses, a criminal record can mean the end of your career. Let's talk about Sarah, a young professional with a promising career in nursing. One poor decision to drive after a night out with friends resulted in a DUI charge. Not only did Sarah face hefty fines and a suspended driver's license, but she also risked her nursing license. The long-term implications were devastating. Job loss, strained professional relationships, and a tarnished reputation that took years to rebuild. Avoiding such consequences begins with understanding the law and its implications. Educational programs and awareness campaigns are crucial, especially for younger individuals who might not fully grasp the severity of certain actions. For those struggling with issues like substance abuse, Seeking help before it leads to illegal activities is key. Turning to drugs or alcohol to cope with life's stresses might seem like a temporary escape. Substance abuse, whether involving alcohol, prescription drugs, or illegal substances, starts often innocuously. A drink to unwind after a hard day, medication beyond the prescribed dose, or recreational use of drugs at social events. But the line between casual use and dependency can quickly blur. It's a path that often leads to addiction, devastating physical and mental health consequences, and in severe cases, fatal outcomes. What begins as sporadic use can develop into dependency without the person even noticing. The body begins to crave more frequent and higher doses to achieve the same effects, a process known as tolerance. As dependence grows, obtaining and using the substance becomes the focal point of life, overshadowing work, relationships, and health. Substance abuse ravages the body and mind. Physically, it can lead to critical health issues such as liver damage, heart disease, respiratory problems, and in severe cases, fatal overdoses. Mentally, it contributes to conditions like depression, anxiety, and other mood disorders. Cognitive functions deteriorate, impacting decision-making and memory. The repercussions extend to every facet of social life. Relationships with family and friends suffer as trust erodes, and behaviors become increasingly erratic. Professionally, substance abuse can lead to absenteeism, reduced productivity, job loss, and financial instability, plunging individuals and their families into economic hardship. Take the case of Michael, a software developer whose casual drinking escalated into daily heavy alcohol use. His performance at work declined, leading to his dismissal. His relationship with his spouse became strained, resulting in separation. It was only after hitting rock bottom that Michael sought help, joining a rehabilitation program and attending Alcoholics Anonymous meetings. Recovery from substance abuse is challenging but achievable with the right support systems. It typically involves detoxification, followed by therapy and support groups like Alcoholics Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous. Rehabilitation programs provide the tools and support needed to address the underlying issues driving substance use and to develop healthier coping mechanisms. Toxic relationships often start out like any other, but soon, subtle signs emerge. These are the red flags often ignored. Whether driven by a desire for companionship or fear of loneliness, overlooking these warning signs can lead to significant emotional and sometimes physical harm. Let's delve deeper into understanding these red flags, the impact of toxic relationships, and how to step away from them. Red flags in a relationship can vary widely, but typically include behaviors like excessive jealousy, constant criticism, and attempts at control, including isolating you from friends and family. Other warning signs might be more subtle, such as dishonesty, lack of communication, and disrespect. Recognizing these early can help prevent deeper emotional entanglements with toxic individuals. Jumping into or staying in a relationship despite glaring red flags because you feel the need for companionship can be devastating. Emotional manipulation, abuse, and neglect can result in profound psychological scars, impacting your ability to trust and engage in future healthy relationships. Victims often experience decreased self-esteem, persistent anxiety, chronic stress, and in severe cases, depression. The constant tension and negativity can also lead to physical symptoms, such as headaches, fatigue, and other stress-related illnesses. The effects of toxic relationships extend beyond personal well-being. They can strain or sever other important relationships, as friends and family may feel pushed away or helpless. Professionally, the stress and distraction can lead to decreased productivity, absenteeism, and even job loss as the person's focus shifts from career growth to managing relationship turmoil. Consider my friend Emma, who ignored the early signs of control and jealousy from her partner. Over time, her partner's behavior escalated, leading Emma to isolate herself from her circle of friends and family under the guise of keeping peace in the relationship. It wasn't until she reached out to a therapist that she recognized the toxicity and began the process of extricating herself from the situation. Leaving a toxic relationship is challenging but crucial for mental and emotional health. It often requires strong support networks and sometimes professional help, such as counseling or therapy. Establishing firm boundaries, seeking support from loved ones, and professional guidance are vital steps in the recovery process. You might think I'm exaggerating, suggesting scenarios so extreme they could never happen to you. But what if I told you that even the so-called minor sabotages can and will gradually ruin your life one step at a time? Let's talk about a surefire way to sabotage your social life. Start with your body language. Imagine this. You're walking with your shoulders hunched, eyes cast downward, avoiding any and all eye contact. It's not just about seeming unapproachable. It's about creating a barrier so impenetrable that it drastically reduces your chances of spontaneous interactions or making new friends. And when you're not shutting the world out through your posture, you're glued to your phone. It's in your hands at every moment, ready to rescue you from any human interaction. You check it so often that the art of conversation becomes a distant memory, something for others who haven't embraced your level of digital dependency. Punctuality? That's for people who care. You, on the other hand, cultivate an aura of unreliability. Be the person who's always late, with an excuse more creative than the last. It's not just about being unprepared. It's about sending a clear message of your lack of diligence and respect for others' time. Now consider your mindset. Embrace the belief that nothing is ever your fault. Live by an external locus of control. If you can blame others, why take responsibility? This isn't just a habit. It's an entire philosophy designed to strip you of any personal accountability, ensuring that you never feel compelled to change or improve. As for conversations, make them monologues. Whenever someone starts talking, find the quickest route back to your favorite subject, you. Show a fleeting interest in others' lives purely for the sake of appearance, then swiftly steer the conversation back to your own tales and triumphs. Not convinced yet? Let's neglect your physical health. Avoid regular exercise and maintain a diet that lacks balance and nutrition. Treat your body as if it didn't deserve care or attention. Remember, neglect of the body reflects and reinforces neglect of mental well-being. When you disregard the basic needs of your body, you set off a cascade of negative health effects, from reduced energy levels and diminished immune function to more severe chronic conditions like diabetes and heart disease. Additionally, physical neglect can lead to increased feelings of depression and anxiety, as physical activity is a proven mood booster and stress reducer. By ignoring your health, you not only compromise your physical condition but also block a critical pathway to mental resilience. Just as neglecting our physical health can have drastic effects on our well-being, ignoring opportunities for learning and personal growth can also lead to a stagnant life. Both our bodies and minds require attention and care to thrive. Now let's explore how failing to engage in learning and self-improvement can similarly limit our life's potential and happiness. In a world that constantly evolves, choosing not to learn and grow is a sure path to stagnation. Here's how resisting personal development can profoundly affect your life. Don't bother learning new things or gaining new skills. Sticking to what you already know might feel comfortable, but it actually stops you from growing and getting better at dealing with new challenges. By not trying new things, you miss out on important chances to improve. Also, always think the worst will happen. If you expect bad results, you might end up acting in ways that make them come true. This kind of thinking can make you miss out on seeing the good in situations and can actually make things worse. Don't pay attention to the things you do well. Only focus on times you failed. This will make you feel bad about yourself and stop you from seeing your true abilities. Recognizing your successes is important because it helps you see what you're good at and gives you a boost to keep going. Lastly, don't take responsibility for your actions. Blame everything on others or on bad luck. This stops you from learning from your mistakes and growing as a person. Owning up to what you do helps you learn and do better next time. As we've seen, avoiding learning and personal growth can lead you into a trap of stagnation and dissatisfaction. When you shut yourself off from new experiences and insights, you not only limit your own development but also weaken your ability to deal with life's challenges. This refusal to grow can affect all areas of your life, from your work achievements to your personal connections. Knowledge truly is power. Every choice you make has the potential to shape your future. By understanding the risks of gambling, the dangers of substance abuse, and the toxicity of certain relationships, you take the first steps towards safeguarding your life. But don't stop there. Consider your health, how you present yourself, and how you interact with others. Educate yourself, seek help when necessary, and always pause to consider the consequences of your actions. It's not just about dodging the pitfalls, it's about choosing a path towards something better. What's one positive decision you're going to make today? Share it below and let's inspire each other towards a brighter tomorrow.